1 to go signal going up now from the Getaway Ranch flag stand. Starter Brett Roops signifying 1 lap to go until we get underway here for 8 laps around the Deuce Club's Thunder Raceway. Lauren Wofford, Vance Wofford, father-son front row. They're both out of Alamogordo, New Mexico. Wofford Racing Engines entry. Again, side by side all the way until they reach that chalk line. Green flag waves. We are underway for night number 2 here at the Patrick Kopp Memorial for the Sprint Car Division. One driver way up on the top side of the speedway. That's Hubin again. Up front, though. Oh, my gosh. That's not going to be a fun ride home. Lauren Wofford trying to get underneath his son Vance Wofford, and they make contact down there in turn 4. Vance getting the worst end of it. Green flag and a wave out of turn 4 this time by for Lauren Wofford and Racing Silva. Vance Wofford trying to make his way through the field. Doesn't know where to go. He's trying high, he's trying low, and really just trying to dodge all the cars in front of him at the moment as he is much faster, but just not a whole lot of room here on this quarter-mile racing surface to make huge maneuvers, especially this early in the night. He works the inside of Hubin. Not going to be able to pull it off this time. Meanwhile, Lauren Wofford, he pulls away. His lead above Racing Silva grows to 1.655 seconds. 3 wide. He's going to get a 2 for 1. Vance Wofford making moves here in heat race number 1. He's now up to the 4th position after getting into the wall, starting from the rear, and now he's looking to grab 3rd from Ledbetter. Halfway home in this one, Hubin's going to go around 360 for the 11. The Mesilla Valley Transportation Red Horse Performance number 11 going for a spin over there in 3 and 4. Ronnie Hubin able to keep the car going, but still going to pull the caution flag for your heat race number 1 for the 360 Wing Desert Series. You're going to see the 7OH going back to the 3rd position. We revert back to the last completed lap here in the 360 Wing Desert Series. So based off of timing and scoring, although Vance Wofford did complete that pass, the caution came out, and at the time of caution, the lap before that was completed, Brian Ledbetter Jr. was still in 3rd, so he'll be able to restart from the 3rd position. Lauren Wofford, he had pulled away to over a 2-second lead from the 5S of Racing Silva, who is having a great run once again. Good to see that driver doing well in this heat race tonight. Green flag waves this time by. 4 down, 4 to go in this one. Vance Wofford, the first driver you see down low, he completes the pass on Ledbetter in turn 2, and now his eyes are set on the tail tank of the 5S. Racing Silva, the colorful purple and yellow car, going to be the next victim of a slide job attempt from the 116. He crosses him over, and now they're side by side for the 2nd position as they work down into 3 and 4. Vance, he takes the right rear up to the cushion. Credit him for 2nd as they cross the line now with 2 laps to go. Great racing action here early. White flag's going to wave for your leader. That's Lauren Wofford in the 7. Only battle to worry about behind them is the 5K of Krob and the 11K of Congleton. Up front, though, final time through 3 and 4. Lauren Wofford picking up the win here in heat race number 1 for the 360 Wing Desert Series. Vance Wofford, incredible run for him in 2nd, and Racing Silva 3rd. Brian Ledbetter 4th, Tyler Congleton, Roddy Hubin, and Patrick Krob rounding out your field. How about it for the native out of Alamogordo, New Mexico? That is Vance Wofford in the 116, getting into the wall, working his way from the rear of the field all the way up to the 2nd position. Huge moment for that driver as he finishes right behind his father, Lauren Wofford, who picks up the win in heat race number 1. With that, we will bring out heat number 2 of the night. Caution lights go out around the Deuce Club Thunder Raceway. Your front row again, last night's winner, Ryder McCutcheon, Kyle McCutcheon's son. Dylan Harris to his outside, both very, very fast drivers. And this heat is going to be one to watch. Here we go. Watch them as they hit the stripe. Green flag waves. We are green for heat number 2. Ryder McCutcheon, he takes away the lead in dominating fashion. He slides up across the nose of the 4 of Harris. Harris, he's going to lose one more to the 20Z of Rick Zeal out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Drivers beginning to work very meticulously as they move up the racing surface. Next one in line, that's Aiden Saunders in the green number 8. The Sea Valley Transportation on the center of the wing. Good battle there for the 3rd position. Give it to Harris as he gets a little bit of breathing room down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4. Up front, though, Ryder McCutcheon still your leader. He leads by 1.1 seconds back to Rick Zeal in the 20Z. One up really close to the wall. That's Rocky Sullivan, the 50S. That's going to allow the 22 of Jesse Baker to get around him. That was for the 5th position. Halfway home already in this one. Ryder Mack doing a lot of what we saw last night, just plugging the right rear right against the cushion, making nice arc on both ends of the speedway. Slow car down the front straightaway. That's Fuller. Fuller's going to pull off, retire him from this one. But as I was saying, Ryder McCutcheon doing a great job of just keeping his momentum up, and that right rear plugged in the cushion. He's going to get the wave of the white flag this time by, although Rick Zeal is starting to close in just a little bit, close that gap down to 0.8 seconds last time by, but it's not going to be enough time to get anything done as far as the win, because checkered flag is already waving. Ryder McCutcheon, he's going to get the heat race number 2 win. 20Z, real deal, Rick Zeal, he will finish 2nd. Dylan Harris holding off the hard charge from Aiden Saunders for the 3rd position. Jesse Baker 5th, Rocky Silva 6th, and Leland Fuller, that car pulling in early, finishes 7th. How about it? 14 years old, your winner last night out of Alamogordo, New Mexico. In the K&B Racing Energy Pros New Mexico Septic Systems RVB Transport, number 5, Ryder Mack, Ryder McCutcheon. 8 laps of distance again in this one. The Apple Pereira up front, along with Tuesday Calderwood, side by side, is the way that they need to stay all the way until they reach that chalk line at the J.B. Henderson Construction Start Zone. Nice, easy flow to the line. Green flag waves, and we are ready to rock and roll here for your 3rd and final sprint car heat race for night number 2 at the Patrick Kopp Memorial. One car already making a big move down the back straightaway. That's the Helena 1i of Daniel Blazer, although he gives it right back to Ponton as they enter turn 1 and 2. Blazer still trying to work the cushion. He gets it back down the back straightaway, move him up to the 4th position. Up front, Tuesday Calderwood able to get the jump on the Pineapple Pereira. And now she begins to extend that lead down the back straightaway as she has a distance of 8 car lengths, which equips to just about 0.4 of a second when it comes to the stopwatch. Cross flags in the air this time by. 4 laps down. 4 laps to go here for your 3rd and final heat race for your 360 Wing Desert Series. Another car about to get under fire for position is 3rd place runner Joshua Shipley in the 7BG. Joshua Shipley having an up and down season so far in 2025, and he just got a sigh of relief as Daniel Blazer overshoots the cushion over in 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Shipley, now he's going to work to the back bumper of Pereira. Pereira now under fire for the 2nd position as we see the wave of the white flag this time by. Racing surface here at the Deuce Club Thunder Raceway beginning to widen out in beautiful shape. And one driver loving that is Goodyear, Arizona's Tuesday Calderwood as she takes the win in heat race number 3 in the MPE number 4. Tuesday Calderwood wins that one. Dalen Pereira holds on for the second position. Joshua Shipley third. Fourth going to go to Daniel Blazer in the 1I. Jimmy Ponton in the 24P finishes fifth, with Richard Wilby and John Romero rounding out your field of cars in your third and final heat race here for your 360 Wing Desert Series. And this time by, we will get the 1-to-go signal from starter Brett Roops. Next time by, 21 of the best of the Southwest. These 360 cubic inch sprint cars going to all barrel into turn 1 and 2 to see who comes out on top after 25 laps. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I said, Sholo, Arizona, are you ready? We are green for 25 laps at Deuce Club Thunder Raceway. First car to peek out with the lead is going to be your pole sitter. That's the 7BG of Joshua Shipley working the bottom side of the speedway. First car on the outside now drops it down and is going to make the pass for the lead. That is Lauren Wofford, number 7. One car slipping 3 wide. That's Rick Zeal for 5th. He's going to try to regain his composure. Meanwhile, up front now, Lauren Wofford. He's still going to drop it down to the bottom and begin to extend his lead by now 0.8 of a second as we're about to complete lap number 3. Good battle shaping up here for third. That's Vance Wofford in the 116. He's going to sneak around the pineapple. Dalen Pereira down the back straightaway. Move Vance Wofford into the third position. Next driver ahead of him is going to be the pole sitter, the 7BG Joshua Shipley, who now finds the bottom end of the speedway. Next 2 wide battle is back there for the 7th position. That's the 4C of Tuesday Calderwood working on the inside. Gets a little bit of bumper tag from the 20Z of Rick Zeal, as Rick Zeal struggling to get his car to drop down to the bottom side of the speedway. He continues to fade. Rick Zeal has backed it up down to the 8th position. Tuesday Calderwood up to 7th. Meanwhile, still Lauren Wofford up front. He leads by 2.1 seconds as we complete lap number 6. Already in lap traffic, first one he's going to see was the number 5K, Patrick Krob. Next one in line, take your pick. You got Hubin up high, Fuller down low, now slides up, almost gets into Hubin. Tense moment for your leader, Lauren Wofford, as he begins to cut through lap traffic. Next car, you see that, just made a pass for second. That is Vance Wofford, who is still hanging on the right front of Joshua Shipley, who now thinks better of it. Now Joshua Shipley in deep, deep traffic from the 19AZ of Romero. That's going to allow the 21P, the Pineapple Pereira. He now squeaks by. Move Pereira up into third. 10 laps complete, 15 laps to go in this one. Laps click off quick here on the short quarter-mile bull ring in the White Mountains of Sholo, Arizona. Up front, it is all Lauren Wofford and the Wofford Racing Engines, number 7. He's extended his lead now to 2.696 seconds to his son, Vance Wofford, in the 116. We saw those two drivers actually make contact in their heat race number 1. That resulted in the number 116 of Vance Wofford getting up into the outside wall. Tail take damage. He was able to regain it. His spot, though, and finish second, and now he rides second in this one as well as we work lap number 13. Cross flags out from the Getaway Ranch flag stand halfway home in this feature event for night number 2 of the Patrick Kopp Memorial. Again, Wofford out front. Distance this time by, we'll check it again, closed up 0.3 of a second in the last 2 laps. Vance Wofford still trying to cut through lap traffic as good as his dad is. And the next thing that Lauren's going to have to worry about is a huge gaggle of cars that is right now on the back straightaway. Not only is that some cars that have already gone 1 lap down, he's also catching the tail end of the top 10. Right now, Aiden Saunders in the green 8A, he rides 10th. Right behind him is the number 5 of Grayson Silva, and a huge, huge stack up now over here in turn 1 and 2. 1 car up and over. That is last night's winner, 14-year-old driver out of Alamogordo, New Mexico, Ryder McCutcheon. You see him getting upside down. 2 other cars involved down there as well. I see appears to be Rick Zeal, one of the cars involved. Other car is the Daniel Blazer number 1I. An update on that driver getting upside down over there, 14-year-old Ryder McCutcheon. He is okay, ladies and gentlemen, okay. The word over the two-way communication up here in the tower with the DRP safety team. Here we go, 9 laps left in this one. 2 Wofford's on the front row. Green flag waves once again. And see if we can get this one finished out. Shipley was able to stick the bottom, but we got a nose wing down the front straightaway. That's a different nose wing, too. So since we had 2 cautions back-to-back, this is going to be a single-file restart. Lauren Wofford, currently your leader. Vance Wofford second. Third place as they run right now is Joshua Shipley. You see the nose wing damage on the 7 car. Didn't seem to affect him too bad as he was still able to roll it down on the bottom of 1 and 2 last time around. But with a caution coming out so quick, hard to tell what the longevity is going to be for the 7BG car. Still 9 to go in this one. Green flag and away for Lauren Wofford. He's the first one to hit the throttle. Very slick down the front straightaway. Nearly every single car from third on back, buzzing the rear tires off. One car taking advantage of all that is going to be the Pineapple, Dalen Pereira. He moves around the number 4 of Harris. And now his eyes are set on that car that we were just talking about with some nose wing damage. That is Joshua Shipley in the 7BG. First car trying to make the top side work. No surprise here. It's the Mesilla Valley Transportation Protect Fire number 8. That's Aiden Saunders. And he's doing a great job getting some momentum built up. Move him up to the 4th position around Pereira. He's wanting more. He's now side by side for 3rd. That's where it gets sketchy, though, right up there in 1 and 2. So easy to get sucked up into the wall. Right on the ragged edge is the Mesilla Valley Transportation Protect Fire number 8A of Aiden Saunders, as he is easily the quickest car on track right now. Just 1.5 seconds back to Lauren Wofford. Next car in front of him is going to be Vance. Vance continuing to roll the bottom just like his father is, but Aiden Saunders, he makes short work of him. Down the back straightaway on the cushion. Keep your eye on this driver out of El Paso, Texas. Next one in line is your leader. Your battles for the lead as they go into 1 and 2. Aiden Saunders on the top side. He's going to show a nose down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead. Aiden Saunders on the top. Lauren Wofford, he sees him now, figuring out what he needs to do. He's going to slide up in the rear tire tracks, but give it to Aiden Saunders across the line as we complete lap 23. Now getting into the back end of lap traffic. White flag and away for El Paso, Texas. Aiden Saunders this time by. 1 more lap to do it, but he has to navigate the tricky lap traffic right on the ragged edge. Right rear still plugged in the cushion. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Night number 2 of the Patrick Cobb Memorial goes to Aiden Saunders on the top side. Amazing job by the young driver out of El Paso, Texas. Second goes to Lauren Wofford. Third, Joshua Shipley. Dylan Harris, 4th. Vance Wofford, 5th. Tuesday Calderwood, 6th. Jesse Baker, 7th. The Pineapple, Dalen Pereira, is 8th. Rayson Silva, he will finish 9th with Tyler Congleton rounding out your top 10. Another great run for that young man out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. But your winner out of El Paso, Texas, in the Protect Fire Mesilla Valley Transportation, number 8A. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? High side hustling, Aiden Saunders. Casey Minks, the first one to get to his driver down there. Aiden Saunders. Casey Minks, how do you like that one, buddy? And ladies and gentlemen, he's out of the car now, out of El Paso, Texas, in the ProTech Fire Mesilla Valley Transportation Shark Racing Engines Minks Motorsports car. He's going to go to the top of the cage, Aiden Saunders. And the best slide they make in all of motorsports, Aiden Saunders. Amazing job by this young man out of El Paso, Texas. Aiden, what made you just decide, you know what, screw it, I'm going up to the high side, we're making something happen? And when did you figure out, oh man, this is working, we're going to the front?
Yeah, I very early in the race, I saw a rider make it work in 3 and 4, and I went up there and I was kind of toying with it. It still wasn't really ran in, and then once the caution came out, I was kind of like, especially after they went single file, I was kind of thought I was in trouble, and then man, I found there's a little bit of grip right by the wall in 1 and 2. And after that, I was just driving my balls off, trying to get to the lead. And we did it.
Amazing job. Night number 2 of the Patrick Kopp Memorial. Very emotional night for everybody here in attendance. And Aiden, you get to put your name in the history books. Win number 3 for the 360 Wing Desert Series. What does that mean to you, but also for this Minks Motorsports team?
Oh, man, it's awesome. You know, I've been pretty close here the last few trips, and we finally closed. We showed that we can win at more tracks than just Vado, so that's great. I've really sucked on these little bull rings, so this is really big for me. We're leaving to California this week, so we'll see.
Well, a great way to start his trek over to California. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for El Paso, Texas, Aiden Saunders picking up the victory.